introducing our players. So far, undefeated here in the finals. He just has to win 2 more games. In the red, he is INnoVation. In the upper left, in the blue, our Protoss player. He needs to turn this series around and do it quickly. Stats.
Right, Whirlwind, it is a big 4-player map, so definitely has to be played a little bit different. They're both sharing that top side, so that is something to consider. These specific spawns are pretty good for stats, because for INnoVation to drop Stats' main base, he has to fly way the hell around the map. The natural of Stats is actually in between Stats' main and INnoVation's main, and that means that you're not going to fly over the natural to drop the main, right? So if you just defend your natural, that's defending your main as well.
I do wonder when we get later on in this game, how exactly is this going to look? Because this is a map where there's a lot of ground to actually walk on, and it's very tough to control. And with both these guys spawning here in the 2 north positions, how effective are Terran pushes going to be? Protoss harass, I guess, could be pretty good, but it feels like at least with the first 3 bases, there's not that much poke ability. I think we're going to have to go into a very long, dramatic late game.
I think you're probably right. And because it's such a big map and they're both on the top, I'd be very surprised if we somehow work our way down and take all the bases. That's like very uncommon in these types of spots.
It's almost too big for that to happen.
Yeah. It's
like split map on this.
When you get that big in this matchup, someone should be able to kill the other
Somebody
one.
should cave in at some point in time. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you can't spread that far out without, especially at this level of play.
A cubic mile of steel collapsing upon itself, okay? It doesn't have the integrity to stay there, and neither do these Terran and Protoss players.
Artosis, what were you calling INnoVation earlier? This monstrous speed demon? What was it?
That's right, Tasis. Isn't that what the
an MSD, as they call him?
An MSD?
Surely the scariest MSD I've ever seen. Yeah. A monstrous speed demon. Hey, look at this.
Okay.
Proxy Stargate.
Now, unfortunately for Stats, INnoVation is going to scout him first. And see the timing of all this. I think. Because there is an Adept about to get out. Now, the Adept actually tells you the timing of everything anyways, so that's fine.
He actually made that proxied Stargate before he actually scouted the bottom right, correct?
That's right.
So this is one of these rotations where you end up doing a proxy. He might not have done this if his opponent was in the bottom left, but when you get that far along, you have to take a little bit of a gamble, a little bit of a roll of the dice, and he decided to make that proxy Stargate. It's not quite as close. Then again, it might not be spotted as easily. But once again, Stats going with the proxy Oracle. Let's see how this game turns out.
Okay, so he kills off the probe, but INnoVation should basically know what's going on. It looks like he wants to go for the 2 medevac stim timing, and thus we haven't seen an engineering bay added yet. This makes me a little bit scared for him, because if this Oracle gets in here and there's no missile turrets, you can get a lot more done. Like a missile turret is set it and forget it. Like there's a missile turret in line, your Oracle's doing almost nothing. If you only have these Marines popping out, Stats is going to be able to find more holes.
The Oracle is headed northbound right now. Let's see if the SCVs are in position. Marines, excuse me. The SCVs are in position to be killed. 2 do go down. Looks like a 3rd is picked. And the Oracle now going to go back down here to the bottom. We do have a Void Ray follow-up as this game goes on. Now, I was not expecting.
No, I was not expecting that at all.
Now, I'm assuming that means he's going to try to press again very quickly. We have 4 gateways, 5 gateways now finishing up here. So
like
he's not
Void Ray.
Yeah.
I know MC is here today. Maybe he Stats. Let me tell you how I would have beaten INnoVation if I was still playing.
Well, right now, guys, Stats is gearing up to kick at the front door here for INnoVation. Stats is essentially trying to play around the fact that INnoVation is too strong in the late game.
Yeah.
And so he's not going to let this game end that quickly. Now, the proxy pylon, one of them was spotted here. I believe there's a second proxy pylon. I'm sorry, that's an Oracle up there. I thought he made another pylon up there. The Oracle is also in position. So that's the only ideal proxy location that's been spotted. We do see bunkers coming down here. That's actually very important. Now keep in mind there's going to be a good number of Void Rays here. He can power up and actually melt that down pretty quickly.
He really can. And oh my God, the Marine actually finds that probe that was trying to come in to build another pylon. The units will push it back, though, and he will be able to get that pylon up. Of course, these warpings take a long time now.
I'm not sure how this works. Does he wait for the 3rd Void Ray?
Or does he just go with 2?
Well, I think he might look because, like, INnoVation already knows what's coming. Okay, he just looked with that. I think he has to wait for a bit.
Okay.
I think he just sits here and pools and hopes to hit INnoVation at, like, a big spike because this won't do anything, what he's poking with right here.
He's going to have enough sentries if he wants to knock the SCVs and punt them off of the bunker he can. He's also getting another gateway here, so there's really no tomorrow in this game.
Yeah.
He actually has to win this right here, right now.
Now, this is good poking, though. The Void Rays cancel one of the bunkers. Oh, God.
Oh, Widowmine there,
Widowmines,
2.
that's really tough.
Excuse me, 2.
He can use the Oracle to detect those actually and kill them off with the Void Ray, though.
Yeah, if he does decide to tag, I know some players.
Yeah, there we go.
A very good play. Some players might have actually tried to activate it. Ooh, good micro. These guys are so good.
They are so good. INnoVation picking those.
Look at this guy
right out. That makes it even harder right now.
Okay, he's coming in here trying to chisel off these bunkers.
Wow.
One does go down. The second bunker is under fire right now. INnoVation is not going to be able to repair that in time. Oh, maybe he will. The bunker just won't die.
Oh, finally it does go down. More force fields fallen as well. 2 Void Rays left alive right now. The sentries almost out of energy, but INnoVation almost out with units.
Going for the turret now. The Widowmines are not tagged any longer. Pressing forward and beautiful connections there. But is it enough? The Marines are stimming. The Oracle goes down. Just barely hanging on by a thread here. That's going to be a GG. INnoVation wins game number 3.
Wow. INnoVation holding yet another cheese here from Stats. I thought Stats was doing a great job trying to break that. That final bunker took a long time to fall, though.
Stats trying to cheese INnoVation, but INnoVation is lactose intolerant. He's not having any of it.
Soy cheese is too bad to even try, so
It's
I think
not worth
it's back
it.
to a macro game for Stats here.
That's right. INnoVation, I don't even know what you do with Stats because he did 2 very different builds in game 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And we already know in game 1, with Stats, he tried to prepare for what INnoVation was going to do, and INnoVation got even further ahead. I don't know what the answer is. Now, that bunker did stay alive for an almost comical point in time. It was like right at 2%, up to 5 to 10, back down to 2. Maybe Stats would have broken him, but I don't believe that you can do that same build again in game 4. I think that's especially a strat like that against a player like INnoVation. If Stats is going to cheese, he's going to have to pull another card out of his deck. I don't know if he has that much more left over, especially in a pivotal game 3 like that, where Stats had to try to flip the series in his, at least beginning to be closer in his favor. Dude, I have no idea what Stats does here. Stats, kind of like a tragic Greek figure.
He is becoming
kind of like
one of
Sue.
these guys. Yeah, like a Sue, like a Bjol.
Yeah.
You know, as we call it, the Kong line. Just absolutely brutal. Someone that continually doesn't win in finals. But it's not over yet. We have had reverse all kills in best of 7s in StarCraft 2 against INnoVation.
That's right.
Solkey did it himself in a GSL Codes. Maybe Stats will have a chance.
Solkey, give Stats your energy. We are going to be going to game number 4 shortly here, guys. Tell your friends to join us in the Intel Extreme Masters here in Gyeonggi.